Greetings, fellow gorehounds. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Count Jackula.
And you're watching a Blood Splattered vlog. I did that out of order, so we're gonna keep going with the video because sometimes these little spontaneous weirdness things happen and we just gotta roll with it. And now I'm rambling. Today we're gonna talk about Crazy Old Lady, which is an Argentinian horror film from writer-director Martín Mauregui, whose filmography I'm not actually familiar with, so I do not know if this is his first film or his 10th film. But I do know that I actually enjoyed this film quite a lot.
Yes, it is about a crazy old lady.
Yes. Basically, a man is asked by his ex-wife to go check in on his ex-mother-in-law because her nurse has left and the ex-wife is on a road trip and worried about her mom and wants to make sure she's taken care of.
Yeah, because her mom obviously has really serious dementia.
Yes, dementia and most likely Alzheimer's of some kind. Definitely super forgetful and is constantly repeating things like she forgot she already said things.
Yeah.
Only for him to essentially have a night from hell where this woman straps him to a chair and makes him play all these terrible, awful, violent games that leads to body parts getting sawed off.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil too much about what this movie reveals about the mom, because finding out about those things is actually half the fun of this movie.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, for anyone who is worried that a movie called Crazy Old Lady is basically going to have this woman be dangerous because she's got dementia and senile, that's not really why she's dangerous.
No.
But again, that's going to require us to go into the spoiler territory. So we'll talk more about that in the spoiler section. And with that said, I loved this movie. The performances are so good.
Yeah.
This movie would have fallen apart if either him or the old lady were bad.
Yeah, if they were bad actors. Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
If either one of them weren't on the top of their game, this movie would have completely fallen apart because it is their back and forth that drives this entire movie. And they do a great job. The movie also, despite the fact it takes place in one old lady's house, has a great set design.
Yeah.
She lives in this old fucking gothic house that gives the movie this gothic vibe.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like you're just going to some old lady's house. It feels like this is like her Dracula castle,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. She feels like the vampire that lives inside the castle.
100%. You know? I really like that vibe, that visual flair to the movie. It adds so much atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, it also makes a lot of sense because one of the other things about this movie is that, like a lot of Argentinian movies, the horror films particularly, it's about Argentina itself.
Yes, that is a huge component of this movie.
Yeah.
Like, her history is kind of intertwined with the history of Argentina.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and in particular, some of the corruption in Argentina is brought up.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a lot in this movie. But we'll talk more about that in the spoiler section because, again, it's hard to talk about that last half of the movie.
Yeah, last half of the movie. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they keep dropping these, like, little hints about why she is the way she is throughout the entire movie. And it just builds and builds and builds. The more it builds, the more horrifying it gets.
100%. 100%. One thing is clear is that every terrible thing that she does in this movie, it's definitely not the first time she's done any of these things. And she makes him play these deadly fucking games. Like a fucking demented old lady jigsaw.
Yeah.
But one who wants to fuck the person they're playing the games with.
Oh, God, that makes it so uncomfortable.
Because it's not like she's playing these games out of maliciousness, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's more like this is how she flirts.
Yeah.
Which definitely has a little bit of the hagsploitation vibe, where part of why it's uncomfortable when you're watching it is because she is so old.
Yeah, it's an old lady.
But also, it's his ex.
It's her son-in-law.
Yeah. Which adds an extra layer of to it.
Yes.
Sure, he's broken up and divorced from his ex-wife, but still, that dynamic is still there.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
that history.
Still there. You know, like she's still like the grandmother of his kid.
You know, and he even like brings up multiple times, like, yeah, you know, remember we used to come by here all the time and all that stuff whenever she would forget who he was.
Yeah.
So like him talking about the history makes it clear that they were very familiar with each other before, you know, dementia started to set set in and she started to like lose her memories or mistake things.
Couldn't cover up what was bubbling underneath anymore.
Absolutely. And yeah, the tension, the brutality of the movie, the performances, everything in this movie is fucking top notch. 100%. That actually reminds me, I'm going to insert this earlier into the video. This movie opens up with a dog getting run over by a car. If that's something that you need to be warned about beforehand, consider yourself warned. It's brutal and it's all in camera. It's not a real dog, but
they didn't kill a real dog.
It's real enough looking when it happens. Like, it looks realistic when it happens.
Yeah, it looks realistic, and it's a plot point.
It's a plot point. It's an important plot point. It's not just done for the shock value, though the shock value was 100% intended.
Yes.
So if you want to watch a fucking crazy psychological torture movie, a movie that kind of reminded me a little bit of is Misery.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you have the lady with the person strapped down and just doing terrible things to them, and you're never quite sure what the lady's going to do next because they're kind of unhinged.
Yeah.
So if you like movies like Misery, you'll probably like this movie a lot. And with that said, it is currently available on Shudder. Go check it out for yourself. And with that, let's move on to the spoilers, because God, I don't know how to talk about this movie without talking about those spoilers.
Right.
So here we go. The reason why things initially go off the rails is essentially she starts to mistake the ex-son-in-law for her ex-husband she had before she had her daughter.
Yeah.
And this is a whole chapter of her life that her daughter isn't even aware of, much less the son-in-law. And so things start to go south because of that.
It is very obvious that the ex-husband was he a political or professor?
He was, I don't know exactly what he was, but one thing was clear. He was connected.
Yeah, he's very connected.
He was connected to the police. He had friends in the army, and he also killed people.
Yeah. Yeah, he killed people and had people killed.
And through these connections, he would cover up the kills and shut down the investigations into him.
Yeah.
And his wife, who killed people with him.
Yeah.
Not just people. She specifically talks about like basically killing a whole family and burying them in the backyard, including the children.
Yeah, including the children.
And like first the children, and then the parents come and are like mourning their kids and wondering where they are, and then they kill the parents. What the hell?
That's how we get our connection with Argentinian history and politics.
And so she's kind of a psychotic killer before she gets dementia.
Correct.
Her and her husband used to play these like sadomasochistic games with each other where they would like cut off pieces.
Yeah.
And they play these games with other people too as part of their like sex game.
Yep. You know, it's all mixed up. So she's just like, oh, my husband's back. I should start killing people again.
My husband's back. He's been gone for a while. He abandoned me.
Yeah, because it's not exactly clear whether he left her or she killed him.
That is also a possibility that's never quite confirmed in the movie. If she played the same game with him that she plays with the guy.
Yeah, she could very well have killed him.
And it's half like this is revenge for abandoning me.
Yeah.
But also she's clearly flirting with him.
Yes.
The entire time. This is how we had sex. This is how we flirted. And the performance is so great. The way she would shift from like wanting his dick to cutting off his finger to all of a sudden being like the feeble old lady again.
Yeah. Like all of a sudden realizing she has no idea what's going on.
Now, to be clear, the movie isn't just 2 hours of him in the chair being tortured. There are added complications that happen throughout the movie. At one point, the realtors arrive who are obviously supposed to be helping her sell the house so that she can move into a 24/7 home.
Right.
This is one of those scenes where she's a little bit more with it.
Yep.
Unawares what she's doing and like has to like hide him. God, that house is falling apart, man.
Yeah,
like,
the house is falling apart.
There's like a permanent stream of water just streaming down the wall.
Turns out before the movie got started, or right at the beginning of the movie, she killed somebody else and forgot about it.
She killed
the nurse.
The nurse.
And completely forgot that she had done it.
Yup. There's also the point in which she like goes out and gets the dog that got run over.
Yeah.
And buries it where she buried the bodies in the back.
Yeah, buried the other bodies in the back.
I half expected to like see like a hand.
Yeah. Just
yeah. Eventually the ex-wife comes back.
Yeah.
To go check on her mom, only to find her ex-husband tied up, brutalized, and missing fingers.
Yeah, and trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Yep. There's also a point where he falls to the floor and like finds like the nudes that he used to draw of her.
Yes.
The ex-husband. There's also like a fucking like treasure trove down there, which further leads me to believe that there was some like shady shit going on with the husband, like politically and financially.
Oh yeah.
He was connected. I don't know if it's crime lord. I don't know if it's like a political operative or
Well,
what.
Argentina could easily be both.
Yes. Actually, sometimes they are both.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's also true here too sometimes.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's also true here sometimes. We elected Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Crazy old lady.
Crazy old lady. Ask for it by name.
100%. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I highly recommend it. Though there's some brutal moments in this movie, in particular the part with the dog. If that's
part with the dog, which happens very early on.
If that's something you need to be warned about, again, I'm re-warning you now. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, where can they find you, Count Jackula?
Well, you can find me here on YouTube, where I stream more or less every weeknight here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we talk about all kinds of groovy things. And speaking of groovy things, what about you?
Y'all know me. I'm the Horror Guru. You can find me at the Horror Guru on various social media platforms, but these days I primarily use Blue Sky, so follow me on there. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you'd like to help out either of us more directly, be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way, but we will certainly accept more. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, if you made it this far into the video, then I want you to comment below, and be sure to comment below using the hashtag Pinky. I'm sorry, I don't have a good hashtag for this. Just use the hashtag Pinky. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. There's no implications in the movie. Use that hashtag and peace out, my fellow Gorehounds.